Why did my parents think stealing $15,000 from me was okay? I'm 26, and found out when my credit card company called about unusual activity, a $15,000 charge to a luxury rehab center in Malibu. My parents had used my emergency card to pay for my brother Charles's third stint in rehab. Not just any rehab, the kind where celebrities go with horse therapy, meditation gardens, and gourmet organic meals. Some background. Charles has been struggling with addiction since high school. I've watched my parents drain their retirement trying to save him. 2 previous rehab attempts failed spectacularly. Once he was caught dealing inside the facility, another time he escaped after 4 days. When I confronted them about the charge, my mom immediately got defensive. We didn't want to ask because you always say no when it comes to Charles. My dad chimed in. This is his last chance. We researched this place for months. I reminded them I'd already spent $30,000 on Charles's previous failed treatments. Money I'd saved for a house down payment. This place is different, my mom insisted. More expensive means better results. They have a 90% success rate. That evening, Charles called me sobbing. Please don't ruin my recovery. I'm finally getting better. The therapists here actually understand me. Don't take this away from me. His voice sounded genuine, desperate even. I almost caved. Maybe this time would be different. Maybe I was being too harsh. But something nagged at me. I decided to check the rehab center's website and social media pages. What I found made my blood boil. It was basically a luxury spa that happened to offer addiction counseling. Think infinity pools, personal chefs, and daily massage therapy. Then I saw Charles's Instagram story from 2 days ago. Him at a beach party with friends, clearly not at rehab. I called the center directly. Charles checked himself out after 3 days, the receptionist told me. He said he was visiting family but never returned. That was 2 weeks ago. My parents knew this. They'd been lying to me while Charles was back on the streets. But it got worse. Much worse. I dug deeper into my credit card statements and found months of unauthorized charges I'd somehow missed. $800 spa treatments, $500 dinners at fancy restaurants, a $2,000 weekend in Vegas, even $300 wine tastings. My parents had been using my card as their personal entertainment fund while telling everyone they were sacrificing everything to support Charles's recovery journey. I started documenting everything. Screenshots of Charles's social media, call logs from the rehab center, receipts from luxury restaurants. The pattern was clear. They'd been planning this for months. When I confronted them with printed evidence, my mom didn't even look ashamed. We raised you for 18 years. We clothed you, fed you, paid for your college. We deserve to enjoy ourselves a little. My dad nodded. You make good money now. Consider it payback for all those years we invested in you. I was speechless. They genuinely believed raising me entitled them to steal from me. You chose to have children, I said. That was your responsibility, not an investment you get to cash in on. My mom's face turned cold. We should have known you'd be ungrateful. You've always been selfish, just like when you were a teenager. I laughed bitterly. Selfish? I've given Charles 3 chances and you countless thousands. I'm selfish for expecting you not to commit fraud? The argument escalated. My dad started yelling about family loyalty. My mom brought up every favor they'd ever done for me. Charles called in the middle of it, high as a kite, asking for money for just 1 more day at rehab. That's when it clicked. This was all an elaborate scam. Charles was never serious about recovery. My parents were using his addiction as cover for their own greed. I reported everything as fraud that night. The investigation revealed a pattern going back 8 months, over $25,000 in unauthorized charges total. The detective was sympathetic but direct. Your parents committed felony credit card fraud. The evidence is overwhelming. When the police showed up at their house with arrest warrants, my mom called me screaming. How could you do this to your own family? We're your parents. Parents don't steal from their children, I replied, and hung up. They were both arrested yesterday. Charles is back on the streets, probably already using again. Extended family is calling me heartless for destroying the family over money. My aunt texted, they made mistakes, but they're still your parents. Family forgives. But here's what they don't understand. This was never about the money. It was about my parents believing they owned me, that my success was theirs to exploit. The preliminary hearing is next month. My lawyer says they'll likely plea bargain, but the felony charges will stick. I've gone full no contact, changed all my passwords, frozen my credit, moved apartments without giving them my new address. Some people asked if I feel guilty. Honestly, I feel free for the first time in years.